Okay, guys, I want to talk a bit about going a little deeper than the preliminary analysis that most people do on markets. Um, a lot of opportunity is missed because people don't do this. And so there are a lot of markets I do business in where there's land sitting everywhere, but there are specific types of land that move very quickly, or some of the really busy, popular markets in Florida where lots at 15 to 20,000 are selling like crazy. I'll go and find, well, what's worth 60 or 100,000 and target only those types of lots. And this has worked very, very well, especially right now. It's October, mid-October 2024. The election has slowed down things a bit. People are waiting till after that. And then, of course, seasonality's back. But finding lots that are really highly sought after and focusing on those helps to combat that seasonality and all the different factors that have slowed down the market. So I'm going to show an example right here. This is Pueblo West, which anyone who's watched any of my videos has seen. And if you look at the ratios of lots for sale, let's see, 280. See how many have sold in the last 90 days. 60. Not as bad as I was thinking, but that's still not great. And a lot of the markets I'm in, it's 50% or even 100% of lots on the market are moving every 90 days. So not great, right? But let's just go back here for a second. Something that there isn't a lot of available and that tend to move very quickly are lots with water and sewer that are flat. And so I know this market like the back of my hand. It's approximately through here where there are both water and sewer lines, paved roads, and then there's hills. There's little hills throughout. So the lots that are sitting are either on a hill or they have road improvements needing done to build. I know that's why a lot of these are sitting, but for years, these would sell in the mid 30s. The market slowed down. It's more 28 to 30 now. But point being, amongst all the endless supply that's sitting, if you go and get one of these, here's a perfect example, one of these lots with water and sewer like this, like Bellflower, that's flat, you'll be able to sell this easily if you price it close to the comps. Lots at no point have sold this high, so this person's just pricing it too high, but these sorts of lots still move pretty quickly. And so if you know that, you can still come to this market and do business as far as land flipping successfully. So that's just one example. Tons of inventory sitting, but certain types of inventory still sells. Okay. Now, let me show you a couple other examples. And to summarize there, the significance is lots with both water and sewer that are flat and on paved roads, because almost all the lots up north to the west, they only have water. You have to do a septic and they are on dirt roads, right? Another example. This is one I sold last week, 5 acres. If you look all around the area, there are almost no 5 acre lots. Yet, along with that, land is sitting here. It has been a really slow market, but most of what's sitting is 1 acre, 2 acres, zero point 0.5 acres. There are almost no 5 acre lots available. And if you look at the comps, every 5 acre lot that comes on the market sells in days, usually at full ask, sometimes above. And so that's another example where slow market, but this specific sort of lot is highly, highly sought after. And so it still moves very, very quickly. And we target these very intentionally because there just aren't a lot left. And I don't believe there are any on the market right now. So oversized lots, and that could be, 0.4 acres amongst the 0.25 acre lots, or it could be the 5 acre lots amongst, 1 to 2 acre lots, depending on the market and how it's platted and what people want to use them for. Those smaller infill areas where an extra 0.1 acre makes a difference are pretty common in Florida, where a lot of the builders have plans, house plans that don't fit on the standard size lots. And so the slightly oversized corner lots sell much quicker and much higher because the builders have to get those lots to fit their plans on them, right? So another example, this specific type of lot being oversized sells very, very quickly, even though this market has really slowed down. Okay, let's keep going. Here's another example. I mean, everybody knows Lee County, right? Every guru ever talks about Lee County, Florida. And so there's endless 15 to $20,000 sales here. And there's a lot of competition, but we've still done business here because we focused on a few very specific types of land. Now, same idea as the last one with oversized being significant, but the other thing is the zoning. The zoning. Duplex lots in particular, in Lee County, have been extremely, extremely in demand. I have never seen any sort of type of land sell so quickly and go up in price so much. So you can pull up the zoning map. There's strips of duplex. There's a few sections that are entirely duplex, a few large sections. And you can't do it with PropStream. PropStream and a lot of the similar data aggregators like PropStream will tell you the single family and duplex are the same. They are not. You have to use the actual zoning map. Pull those specific areas, market towards those, and those sell extremely quickly at or above ask, and at much, much, much higher prices. So that's another example, focusing on oversized lots and duplex lots. You know, there was an oversized lot here. We bought at 60 and sold at 110 a few weeks later this year. Duplex lots, we've done quite a bit of that as well. So that's another example. To keep going, I haven't done a ton of business here, but over in Citrus County, if you go find the lots that are not in a flood zone and have water service in a lot of these markets, like Citrus Springs, Citrus Hills, those sell really quickly at a significant premium. And when you first just look at a market, it looks oversupplied, not that exciting, pretty cheap, right? You have to dive in to figure that out. And so all that to say, how do you figure these things out? Well, it's a mix. Just looking around at listings, at solds, and seeing what went pending in days and sold really quickly. That's one way. Talking to local experts, it's another way. Our realtor in Florida has clued us into a lot of these, a lot of what has made certain types of land so in demand. Along with that, you can also just take note of what I just told you. Oversized lots, zoned for duplex or multifamily, not in a flood zone. That's a huge one in the Carolinas. Water and sewer service. You know, if you're in the Carolinas already having a septic permit on file, whether you go and get that done or find the lots that have one on file, things like this will help sell the land so much quicker, even in the slow times of year. So think about that given your market. What is really in demand and moves no matter what? And if there's nothing, that might be a sign to move markets. If it's so stagnant that nothing is that in demand, or there's very little of it and not really something you can market to consistently. But anyways, that's been a big part of what has kept business going this year as things have been slower and as we're heading into the holidays, is focusing on types of land that are really, really in demand. So I hope that's helpful. It's pretty simple, but I feel like not a lot of people are doing it. So let me know if that was helpful or not in the comments below.